Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Crochet Rainbows and Butterflies. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet this mandala coaster. I have used 5 colors and all the rows are worked with double crochet. Now before we get started, I would like to remind you to subscribe to my channel to never miss a crochet tutorial. Now for this video, I have used crochet hook 3 millimeters. You can use any crochet yarn, but for this tutorial, I have used crochet 4-ply yarn. So let's get started. We begin with a magic circle and now you need to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now those of you who don't know how to work a magic circle, you can always chain 5 and you can work a slip stitch in the first chain that you started with. And I also have a video tutorial on how to work a magic circle, so you can go ahead and watch that. I will leave the link in the description box below. Now we have our first chain 3 and now you need to work 11 double crochets in this ring. Now this is counted as the first double crochet, so we need to work 11 more. So in total you need to have 12. So we start with the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Now you need to pull the loose end to close the circle, and you need to join your work with the help of a slip stitch in the third chain. We started with 3 chains, 1, 2 and 3. You need to work a slip stitch in the third chain, and now you chain 1 and you need to cut your yarn. Now we are going to join the next color. So I'm going to go ahead and join it with a slip knot like this. Now what you need to do is, you have your slip knot here. You need to go in between any of the 2 double crochets. So in between any of the 2 double crochets, if you can see, you don't work the stitch, you go in between the 2 double crochets and you pull your slip knot through that and you work your first chain, your second chain and third chain. So you need to chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. And now you need to work 1 double crochet right into the same space. So that's right here. It's 1 double crochet. Now you need to go into the next space in between the next 2 double crochets. We are going to be working in the spaces right here. We are not working in the stitches. You need to work in the space that's between the 2 double crochets for the entire row. So now you go into the next space right here and you work 2 double crochets. It's 1 and 2. Now again you need to go in the next space that's right here and work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now you go to the next one and work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now you go to the next one, you work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and you need to continue doing this till you reach the end of your row. You need to work 2 double crochets in each space that you have in between the double crochets of your previous row. So in each space you need to work 2 double crochets till you reach the end of this row. After you complete your row, you need to join your row with a slip stitch in the third chain. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Right into the stitch. You work a slip stitch and you chain 1 and you need to cut your yarn. We will be joining the next color. Now again I will join the next color with a slip knot. You work your slip knot first, and now you need to go in between this space. If you can see, you have worked 2 double crochets right here. Now you have 2 double crochets and 2 double crochets. In between you have the space. Now for this row we will be working in between these spaces. You can see this V formed here of your double crochets. We will be working in between these V's. So you have one V here and one V here. You go into the center and you join the next color like this. Now you chain 1, 2 and 3. And now you need to work 2 double crochets in the same space. So this will be counted as the first double crochet. You need to work 2 more. So that's 1 and 2. Now you chain 1 and now you need to work 3 double crochets in the next space. That's right here. So you start with 1, 2 and 3. You chain 1 and now you work 3 double crochets in the next space. That's right here. That's 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1. You need to work 3 double crochets in the next space right here. That's 1, 2 and 3. And now you need to continue this pattern till you reach the end of your row. You need to work 3 double crochets in each space in between the 2 double crochets. You have 2 double crochets here. After that you work your 3 double crochets. Again you have 2 double crochets here. After that in this space you work your 3 double crochets, and in between the 3 double crochets you need to have a chain 1 space. So now you continue working this pattern till you reach the end of your row. After you complete your row, you need to join it with a slip stitch right into the third chain, 1, 2, 3. And you chain 1, and now you need to cut your yarn. We are going to join the next color, and again we are going to join it with a slip knot like this. And now we are going to be working in the chain spaces, the chain 1 space. So you need to go into any chain space and you join your yarn. You chain 1, 2 and 3. And now you need to work 3 more double crochets in the same space. This chain 3 will be counted as the first double crochet. You need to work 3 more. So we start with 1, 2 and 3. Now you have 4 in total. The first chain 3 and then the next 3 double crochets. Now you chain 1 and now you need to work 4 double crochets in the next chain space. So we start with 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 1. You need to work 4 double crochets in the next chain space. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 1, 4 double crochets in the next chain space. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you need to continue working this pattern till you reach the end of your row. You need to chain 1, 4 double crochets in the next chain space, chain 1, 4 double crochets in the next chain space, and you need to continue working this till you reach the end of your row. After you complete your row, you need to join it with a slip stitch right here in the third chain, 1, 2, 3. And you chain 1 and now you need to cut your yarn. We will be changing the color. Now again, I am joining the yarn with a slip knot. And now you need to join your yarn in between the double crochets. You have worked 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to go right in between here. You can pick any set of double crochets. I'm picking this one. So you have 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets. You need to go right in between. And you pull out your yarn, your slip knot, like this, and you chain 1, and you need to work a chain 6 here. So we chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you have your chain 6. And now you need to join this chain 6 right in between the next set of double crochet. You need to skip this chain space and right here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets right in between. You need to join it with a slip stitch. Now again you chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now you will go to the next set of double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, right in between. You have 2 double crochets and 2 double crochets right in between. You need to join your chain with a slip stitch. Now again you chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and you go to the next set of double crochet and you join it right in between here. Again, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go to the next set of double crochets, you go into the center and join it with a slip stitch. Now you need to continue working this pattern till you reach the end of your row. You need to chain 6, join it with a slip stitch, chain 6, join it with a slip stitch. Continue working this pattern till you reach the end of your row. After you complete your row, you need to work a slip stitch right into the first chain that you started with. That's right here. You work your slip stitch right into that. And now you need to work a slip stitch in the next chain. And a slip stitch into the next chain. And now you need to work one single crochet into the chain space. So you go in right into the chain space and you work one single crochet right here. And now we need to work 10 double crochets in the next chain space. So we're going to skip this space and we directly start working 10 double crochets in the next chain space. So you start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now after you work 10 double crochets in the chain space, you need to directly go in the next chain space here and work one single crochet. And now you need to work 10 double crochets in the next chain space. So you start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Once you have your 10 double crochets, you need to work one single crochet in the next chain space. So you need to go right into the chain space and work one single crochet. And now again you need to work 10 double crochets in the next chain space. Start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And now you work one single crochet in the next chain space. And now you need to work 10 double crochets in the next chain space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And now you work one single crochet in the next chain space. Now you need to continue working this pattern till you reach the end of your row. You need to work 10 single crochets in this chain space, and then you work one single crochet in the next chain space and 10 single crochets in the next chain space, and then you need to join it with a slip stitch. I'll show you how to do that once we get here. After you complete your row, you need to join it with a slip stitch, and now you need to work your slip stitch in the first single crochet that's right here. You work your slip stitch, you chain one, and now you can cut your yarn. We've completed working the Crochet Mandala coaster. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I have lots of different crochet tutorials in my channel. You can check them as well. Thank you for watching and happy crocheting.